are live. We are. All right, fantastic. Everything seems to be going well in this live stream. So for you guys that are watching the replay, by the way, I may repeat myself a few times for the very first minute or so. That's because I just allow people to log in. So if you're watching the replay, that's obviously the reason why. And if you don't like it, then don't watch. Anyway, so in this live stream, guys, one thing I want to talk to you about is I want to give you a bit of a gold and silver update. And I want to walk you through that and give you guys what I'm actually seeing right now happening with the silver and gold market, and yeah, what's really going on from there. So that's basically what I want to share with you today to help you guys out and help you guys move forward that way. Now, one thing I want to share with you, let me get started here into this silver and gold update. Make sure that I have all my funky dunky handy dandy. Everything seems to be working okay on my end. All right, yes, it does. All right, fantastic. So everything seems to be working well. All right, guys, let's get straight into it right now today. I just want to give you guys a bit of a silver and gold update. I'm going to walk through and we'll go from there. Let's actually get started into today's presentation. Guys, do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video or this session, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and it takes a long time to become a really good trader. So be smart about the way that you're trading. Also, guys, if you haven't grabbed your free trial, then make sure you do so. What's happened with my PowerPoint? There we go. All right, make sure you grab your free trial to the Master Trader Lab. I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonuses away as well to the Master Trader Lab, and you can get these bonuses and you get a free trial to the Master Trader Lab by going to mastertraderlab.com. Mastertraderlab.com. All right, let's get straight into the silver and gold update right now and see and I'll share with you what's actually going on right now with this. The thing that I'm looking at with gold right now is on that short term. On the short term, what's happening in gold right now, we're getting a very, very nice rally to the upside, okay? So we're getting a very nice movement to the upside. And that's what's happening with gold right now. Now, by looking at this and by looking at the way that this is working out right now, one thing that was so important for us to do is always keep an eye on that weekly chart. So if we have a look at that weekly chart, you can see the first thing I'm looking at right now is obviously where we're stuck right at that trend line, as you can see. So this is the weekly gold chart. So you can see here we had a major support down here, a major support down here as well. And then now we actually had all this support down through here as well too, as you can see. So that's what we're looking at there right now. So it really is that point there. But also you can see here that this market has made a clear lower low. So that being said, that there's a lot of indecision right now with gold. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? No one really knows. Are we going to go through another leg down in gold? Again, no one really knows because there's no one really clearly in control. We're getting that sort of a 60% retracement now, but no, there's no real clear trend that's happening with gold. So there's no real breakout there. Once gold starts to break above that 1350, that's when you're probably going to start to see some clear trend. Or either gold could actually hold here and start to rally back down and break back down to the lows of 2016. That's a possibility. The same thing for silver as well too, is that if we're looking at silver market, okay, and looking at the silver market here, same thing, right? We had a bit of a double bottom through here, okay? So we had a bit of a bottom through here, a bit of a double bottom through here as well, and then the market rallied, hit the areas of resistance, and then it pulled back off here. The thing is that when we're looking at this here, and when we're looking at the silver market, once again, by looking at this weekly chart, it's really, there's a lot of indecision there. And what I mean by that is that we're starting, there's obviously a nice move up from here, but we're still getting these major lower highs coming down through here. And as you can see, right, in the past, every time we got a rally, the market sold off, So we have like a bit of a double bottom formation right now when we're looking at, silver, but this rally here right now could be short-lived once again, and we could get a sell-off. If silver starts to break above both my trend lines here, and especially when we start to get back above that 1750, that's when I'm probably going to start to look for more bullish trades, more investing purposes on silver, because I do like silver for long term, but I'm just waiting for a bit more confirmation. See, I'm not trying to pick this bottom here. I'm trying to get into a high probability sort of situation that if I close up my chart through here, then that's when I can see a nice move to the upside through there. So that's what I'm seeing there right now with the actual silver and gold market. Let me share with you what I'm seeing right now on the silver ETFs here. The first thing we look at here with the silver ETFs is, as you can see here, right, this is the SIL, just the SIL market, the silver miners. Again, just a nice trend line coming down through here. And once again, we always want to make sure we check out that weekly chart. And look at this here. What happened? We actually had, and you can see it very, very clearly, can't you? We had a high, lower high, a lower high, a lower high, a lower high. And look what happened. It ran straight to that trend line, and now we're breaking down. So we're still making lower lows and lower highs. And until that changes, until that turn around, then I definitely would not want to be fighting this market here. Moving now into the actual SILJ market, and sort of the same thing as well too, right? We had lower highs all the way down, lower high, all the way down, lower high, lower high. And now the market has had a nice run down to $8. And now we're just getting a bit of a pullback right now. And we haven't even hit the resistance level, and we're starting to sell off. It was actually quite a decent down day today as well too. So the silver ETFs have been quite weak, have been very, very weak in the markets there. So there is nothing bullish about these markets. There's no sort of bottoming formation forming on the silver there. Let's go have a look at the GDX and the GDXJ. Now, once again, by looking at this GDX right now, right, we had this very short-lived movement to the upside. Okay, very, 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 very short-lived movement, meaning since September, it's been very weak to the upside on the GDX. And if you look at that weekly chart there, once again, who's in control of what's going on right now on that weekly chart? And that's what you should be really, really focused on, is what's going on right now. We can see we have a bit of a support and resistance level through there. But if we just look at the market, right, we have a high, lower high, and a lower high. So that's what we're looking at there in the markets there. The thing is that you never want to be fighting this trend. You never want to be fighting this downtrend through here, because if you do, then you're trying to bet against the big boys. And this actually could easily just have a big sell-off through here. I want to make one thing very clear, because a lot of people think that they should go buy something. I saw someone recently say, buy natural gas stocks before the crap hits the fan, so to speak. And that's not necessarily true. They say buy gold miner stocks before the crap hits the fan. So please, guys, if you're thinking like that, if you think, well, this is definitely going to happen because this, then it's probably not going to happen. So that's on the GDX there. And looking at the GDXJ, what we're looking at here is we're looking at that this market once again has continued to make lower highs through here. So nothing has really changed. But if we do start to break up and out of this level through here, then that's when I can see possibly a nice big move to the upside, looking at the GDX and the GDXJ from there. So that's what I'm looking at there right now, guys, with the GDX and the GDXJ. We are still getting that downtrend right now. It's been very, very, very quiet, especially on this GDXJ chart. I do see that once we really start to break above that, say, 40 level on the GDXJ, then we could see quite a substantial move to the upside. Not a vertical spike. It's not, you're not going to get that. Maybe a good move over 3, 6, maybe 12 months or more. That's what I'm looking for as well too on the GDX there. So that's what I'm focusing on right now when it comes to the markets and when it comes to the trading there. And this is a bit of an update there, guys, on what's going on right now. So what I'll do right now, guys, is that I will answer any questions. If you guys have any questions, so just put them in the chat box, and I'll answer any questions you have, if you have any. But apart from that, I'll finish off today. Guys, make sure you go to themastertraderlab.com to get your free trial. And that way you can test it out as well too. See if it's right for you. So if there is something, if you have any questions at all, then just let me know. And then we can go from there. And so the thing is, guys, is that once again, is that the whole thing about this, guys, is that never, ever, ever, ever try to fight the trend, never try to buck the trend, never try to go against what the market is telling you right now. John, when do you think the next sell-off will come? Well, Jack, no one really knows that. No one knows, when the next sell-off is going to come, and exactly what day it's going to be. No one knows that. I do know that we're in a downward cycle right now, so therefore we're likely to see another leg down. This is just a sharp rally back up, and so therefore I do see this market actually having a pullback and having a pullback and running back to the downside through there. But again, when that happens, no one really knows, and no one can really no one can really tell you when that's going to happen through there. If I go have a look at, say, the actual, say, Dow Jones, we had another nice update today on the Dow Jones. There we go. Let's go to the daily chart. But once again, guys, the market has really started to change, and we are getting a very, very, very sharp rally to the upside. But I don't buy this rally through here. So again, anything can happen in the markets, and you always got to be wary of that. Anything can happen in the markets, but for me personally, I do see there's going to be a pullback through here. It just never happens when we think it's going to happen. It could happen right now, but I do say over the next few months we're probably going to see another big, sharp, strong leg down in the markets there. So the markets never work exactly like the way you think it's going to be. You can never pinpoint exactly when it's going to happen. You can never pinpoint exactly when a big move is going to happen. Gold and silver miners usually have a run up during the first few months of the new year. Well, Nick K, well, that's actually the opposite right now. We're actually getting a pullback right now in the miners. So that philosophy of what you're thinking right there is actually the opposite. If you have a look at Newscrest Mining is getting hit pretty hard right now. And I would say Newscrest Mining, if you look at the weekly chart, we just made a significant lower low. Now we're making a significant lower high through here. So we're making a significant lower high. We're in a downward trend, and now we're breaking out to the downside. So this has a very high probability of continuing breaking this 29 level on say the Newscrest Mining. This is back to the weekly chart now, by the way. And so yeah, I definitely see this Newscrest Mining breaking below this $30 level. So there's nothing bullish about Newscrest Mining right now. I was actually watching Newscrest Mining the last couple of days. No guarantees gold will go up at the beginning of the crash. Some gold stocks went up super cheap in 08 before. That's right, DMC. You never want to get into a position just because you think something's going to happen. A lot of people do that. A lot of people say, well, I better get into gold right now because if I don't, then I'm going to miss out on my opportunity when the market crashes and so on and so forth. You never want to do that, guys. And if you do that, I promise you're always going to come unstuck. And it just happens time and time and time again every time I do it. And I end up going backwards. And I did it so many times with getting into something because I thought it was a good idea. And it just never, ever works out like that. So yeah, once again, guys, looking at Newscrest Mining right now, which is obviously a gold stock, that's getting hammered pretty hard. We had a big run down. We had a move back to the upside, and now we're getting a run back down to the downside as well too. So a big drop out to the downside. So that's what's happening right now. So please, guys, if you're thinking getting into mining stocks right now because the mining stocks are gonna take off, trade that. What you want to do, guys, every single chart you look at, always ask who's in control right now. Are buyers in control? Are sellers in control? Is there no one in control? If you're looking to buy something, especially more like in investing purposes, where you're looking to hold for a couple of years, or you might want to try to hold for a couple of years, maybe a year or so, then you definitely don't want to be going in when the market's going down, like Newscrest Mining. So Newscrest Mining has a very high probability chance of continuing down a lot more right now out of this to see a lot more downside. So that's what I'm seeing there right now on the actual on the gold stocks. Okay, guys. So remember, guys, never trade based on what you think is a good idea. And I know that sounds crazy. It's like, what do you mean, John? Always get in. Always get in to a position. Always get into a position based on a proven plan. If you want consistency, you want to be in the market for a long time, every time I just throw money at something because I thought it was a good idea, it's just like, oh, it's pulling teeth. It never works out. I always end up going backwards like, damn, there I go again. So, and that's basically, and above all that, you never want to be trading against the market, meaning like Newscrest Mining has been showing a lot of weakness on the downside. Trying to buy it right now and trying to say this is definitely bottom on, say, Newscrest Mining is definitely the wrong thing to do. Yeah. Oh, alrighty, guys. Well, that's it from me, guys. Make sure you go down. Make sure you go down to mastertraderlab.com to grab your free trial. Thank you very much, guys. I really enjoyed doing this session for you guys. I hope this helps you out. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys next time.